Regentskid YouTube channel today, back at the O2 Arena. Another Thursday here for Rise. And surprisingly, we are actually having the first spin of the randomizer championship wheel. This was known. Every GM could have chose to spin the wheel if they wanted to, but no one chose to have it, ladies and gentlemen, except for the internet sensation Cold Boy T here today, week 158. Here on Rise, we spin the wheel to determine if there will be a big randomizer championship match. A lot of fun today. A lot of qualification matches for going for gold. Of course, next pay-per-view, May 31st, which I'm very excited for. First things first here on Rise, we spin the wheel. And of course, just like World Warzone, just like... Oh, never mind. We just make it, and we are indeed getting a randomizer championship match. Eli Caudry doing double duty here today, potentially. How many superstars are going to be involved with the randomizer champion? That is the question. A little one-on-one. Don't see that often. One-on-one fixture. Eli Caudry goes up against the one lucky superstar is Crazy Smile Man. Big matchup. Chosen Future versus the Smile. I'm pretty sure Crazy's still 0% on the season so far. Kicking off Rise with a battle of the Giants. One half of your World Tag Team Champions of the Cure, the leader of the Cure, the Canadian badass Norm, goes up one-on-one against the Giant of the Authority. A little preview. Of course, Supremacy of the Stables fast approaching. We have two matches today. The Fatal 4-Way and then JC Brooklyn later on today will face the winner of that Fatal 4-Way later today to determine Giants' #1 contender for going for gold. A lot of superstars may be doing double duty at going for gold May 31st, which could be interesting as these two giants, these two behemoths, these two man mountains step across from each other in the O2 Arena. And what a show, what a spectacle it is for these in attendance. Norm and Giant both grappling each other, neither able to really hold on to the other. Early doors in this one. Giant with the right-hander. Norm gonna reverse him from behind. Big uppercut. Giant just shoving it off into a big super kick. Brutal. Take down there. Ron watching on. Ron looks absolutely tiny in that ring right now. A man walking amongst giants. Norm again with the shoves. Giant from behind. Nice reversal. And look at these two. So big, just commanding the entire ring. Norm, big body. And down goes Giant. Canadian badass taking over in this one, trying to show up for the Cure. And stomps right to the back of the head of the Giant, now to the chest as he goes down and stays down. Norm relentlessly. Oh, big elbow. Down goes the Giant, and the kicks flurrying yet again. You can see the body of the Giant reacting to these kicks right to the chest, right to the body area. And Norm is just absolutely relentless on the Giant, trying to roll out. Norm not letting him go. And Giant eventually does roll out, and that is the big body of Norm looking over him and joining him outside the ring. Giant, big right-hander by Norm. Both superstars on the outside. Clubbing blow to the back, and Norm again right in front of the crowd. Fan cam in action. Showing up and feeling confident. Giant into the ring post. Face first, he goes. I think Norm trying to get him closer to that ring, trying to get him back into the ring. And eventually does. Norm will join him as well. And Giant with a takedown. Roll up between the two. Norm reverses, but that one is broken up. Spinning back fist reverse. Giant with the right-hander. And Giant with a clothesline. Nice backdrop there. Ron almost got in the way. And a big spine buster to finish things off. Will he go for the pinfall? He will indeed. Hook the leg of Norm. Away from the ropes, but the shoulders are up in time. Nice kick out there by Norm. Lock up between the two. Irish whip. Off the rope again. Every time one of these start running at you, if I'm Ron, I'm scared, man. I am scared. Giant. You can see the lashes across his chest. From the flurry of kicks, Norm reverses the choke slam. The Giant choke slam gets reversed, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the back of the Giant throwing Norm around. And he's feeling it. Giant back in control now. Head, bouncing off that top rope. Goes Norm. Giant focusing on the arm. That's gotta hurt. Sitting on top of the arm, all that weight. That's near 700 pounds. Crashing down on your arm, on your joints. Giant in control of this one. After quite a bad start. Norm slowly up to his feet. Lock up between the two. Irish whip reversed by Norm. Rebound. Lovely. Slammed down by the leader of the Cure. He's pointing to the Giant. Oh, and the right hander. Absolutely takes him down. As Norm now has the Giant up. Oh, to look at the strength that must take. That is TPV strength right there. Really, really, really is TPV strength to lift him up and slam him down. My goodness gracious me. That is pure, unadulterated strength that we've just seen from Norm, and a second one. My goodness gracious me. They're chanting one more time, ladies and gentlemen. The O2 Arena wants to see Norm deal as much damage as possible. Giant with the reversal, though. Norm reverses back. Norm has the Giant up on the top turnbuckle. Referee leaves the ring. We saw what happened with the Giant before. Official last time was Dante Silva. Saw a big superplex, and the ring at Rise has imploded on itself, ladies and gentlemen. Ron rings the bell. Well, Norm is left standing, ladies and gentlemen. A hellacious start to Rise. Cold Boy, the internet sensation, wanted viral moments, and he is gonna get them. All those viral moments. What an opener. To take around a 25-minute break quickly to fix up here today the ring. Get it all back to what it should be, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I can confirm that this Fatal 4 match, you can see Italian Stallion, Heart of a Height, and Crispy T. You may see a new superstar in there going after Heart of a Height over there with the black and purple trousers, much like Heart of a Height's trousers himself. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Tay Jones, a season 1-er, who a lot of you may not even know. He's an old school name, was here at the beginning, and has now made his return to Regents Pro Wrestling. Signed his contract a few weeks ago, and now made his debut. It was supposed to be Drip Messiah. I've heard Drip Messiah is currently off doing some modeling for Versace, so he was unable and unavailable here today, much like he has been the majority of this season so far. So Tay Jones with his debut, well, again, debut is return, but it could be a debut. It could be a, you know, when you're out for that long, it's pretty much known as a debut because you're such a different superstar. It's like Coke coming back the other day on World War Zone. For the winner of this, we'll face JC Brooklyn later today in a number 1 contenders match for Giants Internet Championship. Full by Heart on the outside. Crispy T is down, the former number 1 contender for the Universal Championship champion. For a little run here. The Italian Stallion still 0% of the season. Lost in the dark match a couple of weeks ago. Not a great start for him. Oh, it's code breaker. Heart of a Heart, of course, former Intercontinental Champion. Wants to look for championship gold again and going for gold. And it could be the Internet Championship against the Great Giant. Big win today by Norm. Being the one left standing after the ring absolutely imploded. Of course, we got it back to what it should be here today, hopefully. What it should be. Hopefully it doesn't get any screws loose. I mean, all 4 superstars on the outside right now, so that does not matter. Tay Jones face first off the apron. Crispy T and Heart of a Height on one side. Papino and Tay Jones on the other. And one of these four superstars gets one step closer to going for gold. May 31st. Heart of a height, another pinfall. Ron runs around. It was way too long, though. Handles by Pepino right to the face. There's a table up there, it looks like. Up with Hart and Crispy T. Pepino trying to finally get away from Tay Jones. Man, Italian Stanley's such a big guy. I like Italian Stanley. He has the look about him. But an awful start to the season. Again, Brandon Bombs had an awful start to the season. Well, he had an awful entire season too, mind you. And now he's a World Heavyweight Champion. So, you know, bad starts do happen. Slow starts do happen. You just got to make sure you do not keep it slow all season. Italian Stallion is not breaking that pinfalls. Tay Jones goes all the way around and breaks it up just in time. Crispy T is not had a good match at all. Roll up by Hart. Tay Jones, I think he's been out of RPW for so long. He's trying to get the crowd going. Hart's going for pinfall after pinfall. Hart wants to win. Hart wants to get a championship again. I think Hart vs Giant could be a great match. I really, really do. And he's trying his best. But Crispy T with the resiliency. Hart again has a Crispy T face first on the table. Ron leaves the ring. Another pinfall is made. Italian Stallion this time breaks it up. Italian Stallion meet up in the middle. Tay Jones is down. Crispy T. Lovely roundhouse kick. Hart back up with a Claymore. Goes up for the pinfall. Italian Stallion, Tay Jones just watching along. And this time, Crispy T's resiliency can go no further. Italian Stallion, no wonder you're 0% in the season if you're just standing there taunting when there's a pinfall right in front of you. Hart vs JC later today. And honestly, I'd love to see Hart vs Giant for the Internet Championship. I think Heart of a Height, he's a solid superstar. I don't think he's World Championship material, but I can definitely see him going for that Internet Championship and having a good time. Team action up next, and you can see Davey LaRusso has fully joined the VHS Express move with the face paint, with the trunks, the new attire for Davey LaRusso as he joins alongside Smiley. There is Chase Cruz and Caleb Richards. Now, originally this was going to be Eli Corddry and Chase Cruz, the former tag champs, but of course Corddry now booked for the Randomizer Championship. Caleb Richards steps in with Chase Cruz. I'm a big fan of these two. I really, really am. Love the entrance. These two look ready against VHS Express. Some tag team action here today. The face paint across the face of Smiley. Caleb Richards starts in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. VHS Express and Caleb Richards kick off this tag match. I'm excited to see what happens. VHS Express, of course, came up short against the team of Twisted and Coke. Now go up against one half of the former tag team champs. Of course, Caleb Richards was never the tag team champion. That was Corddry, but Chase Cruz is a world tag team champ. So we'll see how the chosen future do. Caleb into the corner. Davey LaRusso tagged in. Ron sees the tag. And calls it. Davey goes flying. Nice shoulder takedown. Davey LaRusso, big springboard maneuver. Got the long way round. Goes Ron. Chase Cruz comes in. I don't think he needs to come in to break that up, but he does. But now Chase Cruz cannot re-enter the ring, of course. Davey with the face paint. Really feeling the VHS Express vibes. Caleb Richards. There we go. I was going to say he's moving so slowly. Finally gets a nice reversal. Maybe try and get Chase Cruz in. That's what he does. Tag is made. Chase Cruz is in. Nice double backdrop. Smart by chosen future too. As he had the ring. Oh, Davey tagging out already. Smiley back in to this one. Chase, nice reversal from behind. Goes for a suplex. Has him up. And no. Smiley able to fight out of that one. Chop block goes down low. Nice takedown there on the leg. Taking over. Smiley over to the corner. Middle rope. Goes. Oh, big splash down. On the back of Chase Cruz. Davey finally back up on the outside. Nice reversal there. Back and forth action between these superstars. O2 Arena loving it. Back into the corner. We love some tag team wrestling. Davey tagged back in. Some good tag team action from VHS Express. They said they've been training. They've been running. They've been lifting. And they've been getting ready. Trying to push themselves for tag team gold here in Regents Pro Wrestling. Well, Davey missing there. Brett, can we get the camera more central? Don't know why it's there we go. Focused on Smiley when he's not the legal man. I'll tell you one thing, this training has paid off. Davey and Smiley look quicker. They look more alert than the Chosen Future right now. They're faster to every punch, every grapple, every run, and every Irish whip. VHS Express looking faster. Lovely German suplex. Chase Cruz rolls out. David LaRusso up to the top. Turnbuckle and a big swanton bomb. What a maneuver. Cold Boy all about those viral moments. And David LaRusso trying to make one for himself. Where's he going up again? To the top. Turnbuckle. He's calling for Chase Cruz up to his feet. And a Brutus ball by Davey LaRusso. Clearly been watching Brutus Brickley. Hopefully he has more luck with it this season than Brutus does, because Brutus is not off to the best start this season. So using his finishing move is interesting. There's a pinfall. Caleb's in to break things up. Back up to his feet. Davey maybe trying to get Smiley back involved here. Over to the corner. Oh, tag was going, but Chase Cruz with a reversal. And Chase Cruz finally... Oh, never mind. What a drop kick. I was going to say maybe getting some momentum. Dave with a little flex. Point up top. Chase Cruz makes the tag. Caleb Richards in. Caleb Richards looking to fight a big body. Caleb Richards with the pinfall. Smiley to break things up. What a tag. VHS Express been dominating. But I always say it's not about the 90% of the match. It's all about the final whistle. Who walks away with the win on the spreadsheet. And if that isn't you, it doesn't matter how good you look in the match. It matters how you ended. Caleb Richards going up top. I'd love to see him with another Cruiserweight Championship run to his name. Oh, lovely knee drop. Right to the midsection on the logo. Smiley cannot enter the ring, of course. Ron is there, watching the shoulders. 1, 2, and 3. David LaRusso pinned. And Chosen Future walk away with the win. Absolutely massive for them. Big, big, big tag. Caleb Richards, the difference maker here today. And VHS Express need more training. Well, up next, we have one of the biggest rivalries, ladies and gentlemen. Two superstars not known for their submissions thrown into a submission match. Dawn and Lady Dream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go to the sheets here, as these two have been going back and forth. What? I thought this was supposed to be a... Did she just go for a pinfall? This was supposed to be a submission match. So I'm not sure why she went for a pinfall there. But I digress. A lot of back and forths between these two recently. Dawn, Lady Dream, Dawn. Lady Dream and Dawn. A lot of back and forths. Indeed. These two, again, not fans of each other. I think that's safe to say. As they have another match. Now, remember, they were supposed to be Lady Dream vs Hope last week. And it ended up being Lady Dream versus Dawn last week on Rise, where Dawn walked away with the win. So, going to be interesting to see if Lady Dream can get some revenge in this one. It was definitely supposed to be a submission match. I don't know why there was a pinfall so early on, but we'll see what comes of it. Dawn back into the ring. Lady Dream going to follow suit. I'm interested to see who sets in that first submission move. Who looks to make their opponent tap out first. Dawn back up to her feet. Oh, big clothesline takedown. Dream back up into another clothesline. Kick right to the chest. Down goes Lady Dream. Another pin. I mean, hey, I got told by Cold Boy that this was a submission match. So I don't know why there's pinfalls. I don't know why Ron is counting. I mean, crazier things have happened in RPW. They really, really have. So I guess we just go along and see what happens. As Dawn sets up Lady Dream, who reverses her. Another pinfall. I'm just assuming this is not a submission match anymore. I'm just assuming it's not. Ron tells her, hey, get your feet off those ropes, Missy. None of that allowed. And now here we go, Dawn. Big slam down. Hooks the leg on Lady Dream. Looks to go back-to-back weeks winning on Rise, but Dream kicks out 2.9. The crowd are loving the pinfalls, even though, again, I thought it was a submission match. But sometimes you move past it. Bang, down goes Dream. And I think Lady Dream has just lost back-to-back weeks on Rise. 2 Dawn, 1, 2, 3. Ron rings the bell. It was supposed to be submission. I guess it wasn't, though. The final testament, whatever they say goes, indeed is what goes on Rise, apparently. Back-to-back wins for Dawn over Lady Dream. And she's going to be happy with that. Easy Smile Man in the ring. We've not had a randomizer championship match for a while. So I'm excited to see Coldboy actually defending. I think this is his first defense, if I'm not mistaken, since winning it. It's good to see the randomizer championship on Rise again. If you are the GM, you can choose to spin the wheel. Obviously, you can't book the randomizer championship. You can only book a wheel spin. If it lands on no, then you waste your slot, because the randomizer championship counts as a match. So if it lands on no, you lose a match slot. But for Coldboy, it landed on yes. And here we go. Cordry and Crazy Smile Man one-on-one. Randomizer championship, a fan favorite here in RPW. Of course, Regents randomizer this year goes to November. Oh, chain wrestling. Call me when it's over. Stars back up to their feet. Big headbutt by Crazy. Looking for a randomizer championship run. After he's had an awful start to the season. Crazy Mama still 0% on the year. Cordry so far 57%. He's been having some good luck. Has Cordry. He's had 7 matches. 0-1 in Sin. There's only his second singles match, but he's 2-0 in multi-man and 2-1 in tag. So not a bad start at all for Mr. Eli Cordry. Cordry with a pinfall. Looking to retain. After this, we have Hart versus JC Brooklyn. #1 contender match. And then the main event, the 10-woman over the top rope Royal Rumble match here on Rise. Winner goes to going for gold for Akira Tanaka's Divine Championship. Akira going to be doing double dutes. One of the many superstars doing double duty at going for gold for the Divine and the Women's World Championship. Very exciting for the rookie. I think Akira Tanaka could be up there for Rookie of the Year, especially if she wins that Women's World Championship. I don't see how anyone else walks away with the award. In the middle of the ring, Eli Cordry with a sharpshooter. Love this submission move. Looking to retain. We saw a lot of tap outs on World Warzone. Crazy Smile Man stays 0%. Cordry is tearing up Season 4. He's off to an absolutely amazing start. He really, really is. New Friday Night Fury, man. I think Jocko was silly letting him and Chase Cruz go to Fury. Strong tag team of the chosen future. And now making a singles push for the randomizer championship. And you can see what it means to him. The penultimate match then. I'm pretty sure JC Brooklyn, I think he got given a bye into this match because he won, I think like a few weeks ago. Let me do some research. Apparently a few weeks ago, they won a #1 contenders match for the Internet Championship but never got it. Or they kept saying something along those lines, but I don't really remember. I don't remember where it was. I'm assuming it was on Rise, but it must have been after the Internet Championship was a thing. Whatever that was. They beat Brian Damage on Raw, but it doesn't say in the notes that it was a #1 contenders match. Week 153. They wasn't on Jocko's. That was Combs. Did Cole make it a #1 contenders match? But it wasn't on the notes. I don't know. But they kept moaning, saying they didn't have it. Apparently, Coldboy heard the moans and gave them a chance. But again, Heart of a Height, former Intercontinental Champion. We know JC Brooklyn's already going to be at the pay-per-view with those tag titles with Norm. So if they win, they're doing double duty. If not, it means Hart is going to the pay-per-view. Hart trying to roll out. JC Brooklyn leaves the ring instead. Is in. Oh, with a springboard. I didn't think he could springboard. I think Hart thought the same thing, that he could have springboard as well. Big maneuver. Gets reversed. Kicks from Heart of a Height. Taking down JC Brooklyn. Stiff kick to the back. As well. Kick down low, followed by some chops. Nice snapmare takedown. Heart of a Height venturing. Up to the top rope here. Heart of a Height. If he lost... he's... Oh, look at that. I was just going to say. He's not far off the cruiserweight division. He's never been far off the 205 weight limit. If he lost a couple pounds, I think he could be one of the greatest cruiserweight champions we've ever had in RPW. He moves absolutely... Oh, I was going to say... He reversed it. He moves amazingly. Does Heart of a Height with such grace and such poise. Oh, break of the eyes from JC Brooklyn. Referee did not see it though. Look at the strength from JC. Bro, that's just someone who used to be a cruiserweight and then tacked on mass. They done the opposite of going down in weight. TPV got JC Brooklyn to look like an absolute monster now. Reversal there by Hart. Aussie me. Is there an Australian in the crowd there? This time he does miss and doesn't get on the second chance. JC Brooklyn learning from that one. Big clothesline. Takedown from Hart. Stiff kick to the back. And now stiff kicks to the front. As JC Brooklyn is planted down. Over Height. Been looking good in this match so far. JC Brooklyn with the reversal though. Kick to the midsection. Heart of Height is up. And the right hand is connecting. Heart of Height able to break out of it. Of course, Hart was already involved in that Fatal 4-Way match earlier today. You can see the stamina slowly drifting away. Oh my, never mind. I sit corrected. Goodness gracious me. Big backflip shin and chin connection. Down goes JC Brooklyn. And Heart of a Height now venturing for the double triple moonsault. Hooks the leg at JC to advance to going for gold. 1, 2, and 3. Heart of a Height, pure domination. Again, listen, JC could be a brand champ now, he could be a tag team champ, but when you compare some of the mid-card talent, Heart of a Height stands so clear above so many of the rest of the mid-carders. It's insane. He is one of, if not the greatest mid-card talent we have in RPW, and he damn knows it, ladies and gentlemen. He damn knows it. And now it is time for the main event of this week's Rise. Ladies and gentlemen, Crystal Crimson and Noodle Soups in the ring for this. Why is Noodle Soups going for a pinfall? As if the pinfalls in the submission match weren't silly enough. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 10-woman Royal Rumble match. The winner will go for gold for the Divine Women's Championship against Akira Tanaka. Big main event. Big #1 contender's chance. Cold Boy, fair play to him. He was setting up a lot of stuff for the pay-per-view, which not a lot of people do. He was really focused on going for gold. Noodle Soups holds on, and there's Kyver Kimball sliding into the ring. Ready for this one. Only 10 competitors. They all were chosen by the general manager. So I don't know who's going to come out and where. But a big chance for these superstars. Without this, they may not be going to the pay-per-view. So absolutely mega opportunity. As Noodle Soups gets reversed. We have another entrant making their way down to the ring. Joining this one, it is Alana Carr. Now, of course, her tag team partner, Andrea Garcia, is going to be defending the Liberty Championship. Going for gold, Alana Carr may join her. However, Kimball has the fresh Alana Carr, broken up by Crystal, which was then broken up by Alana. Bit of a mess going on between these. Little shuffle by Kyver Kimball. She gets distracted. Crystal Crimson go for a suplex, gets reversed though. Another superstar joining us here today. It is Clara Reyes. Crystal Crimson dumped out, ladies and gentlemen. Brutally dumped out. Clara Reyes is also going to go for gold, of course. She's the #1 contender for the Evolution Championship after World Warzone's matchup, which I'm very, very excited for. Alana Carr holding on. Clara Reyes taking Kyver Kimball. Oh, my voice is going. It's the main event. It's that time of the show. Kyver has Clara Reyes, who again is already going to the pay-per-view. Oh, Alana Carr. Alana Carr and Kyver Kimball working together, ladies and gentlemen. Willow Sky in the ring eliminates. Elimination. Willow Sky, of course, the first ever Regents Rumble Women's winner. Clara Ray eliminated as well. And these superstars are flying out. My money's on Willow Sky, ladies and gentlemen. My money's on... Oh, never mind. My money's right there. Mozzarella cheese running down. One of the most prolific superstars in all of RPW. Had an awful start to this season so far. But that does not change who she is. Mozzarella cheese, absolutely dominant. Kyver and Alana with a lockup. Alana thrown. Rebound. Nice reversal. Mozzarella cheese going after Alana Carr. Willow Sky. Up and oh, Willow Sky holds on. There's Baby Cash of Red Notice. Willow Sky just about held on again. Has Regents Rumble history, winning the first ever Women's Regents Rumble, which was absolutely massive for her career. Kyver Kimball, ton of eliminations for Kyver, and she holds on to this one. Someone else joining us in this match. Who is it going to be? It is Juliana. I don't even know what number we're on, to be fair. Is that number 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's been at least 4. I think this is it now. I think one of these superstars are going for gold for the Divine Women's Championship. It's not Kyver Kimball, who's had such a good showing. Such a good showing. Gets eliminated, though. Unlucky Kyver. No, there's one more. There's one more. Making their way down to the ring. Alana Carr into the corner. And there is Kira Frost involved in this one. Willow Sky eliminated. Willow Sky eliminated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 5. And any of these superstars would make a great match against Akira Tanaka. Of course, Baby Cash already involved in the Women's Tag Team Championship match. All the rest looking for a pay-per-view appearance. And again, going off experience. I know this season she's been bad, but going off pay-per-view and championship experience, my money's on mozzarella cheese. It really is. Former, I think, like 6-time world champion or something. And you can't root against cheese that much. Kira Frost up in the corner. Alana Carr and Juliana going at it. Cheese with a little taunt. Kira Frost still in the corner? No. Never mind. Alana Carr dumped up and over the top rope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cheese in the corner. Kira Frost has Baby Cash in the corner. Kira goes down. Mozzarella cheese goes after Juliana. Nice snapmare takedown. And a stomp right to the back. Cheese and Juliana, middle of the ring. Irish whip. Juliana gone. Another elimination. Kira Frost back into the ring. Mozzarella cheese. Reversal on Baby Cash. Kira Frost, nice zip zap takedown. Triple threat here between the three. Again, Cheese has plenty of experience. Kira Frost, a former prestigious champion. Baby Cash holds on. And Kira Frost got a big boot right to the face. Right hand is flurrying. A disrespectful slap. I do wonder who's going to be general manager next week. Who has to follow up from the internet sensation Cold Boy. Been a fine show today. Baby Cash. Oh, Kira Frost holds on. And Mozzarella Cheese bounces up. I think they thought she was down and out, ladies and gentlemen. In that corner, Baby Cash up and over, but holds on yet again. Lovely reversal there. Cheese goes after Kira Frost instead. Gone, ladies and gentlemen. She is gone. Mozzarella Cheese slams down Baby Cash. The flex as well. And my money was on Cheese for a reason. Ladies and gentlemen, Mozzarella Cheese is going for gold against 10-0 Akira Tanaka, May 31st. And that is all she wrote here today. Lovely, lovely showing from Cheese. A few others had a good showing as well, but Cheese stands victorious. And she needed that win in season number 4. The only thing left to do now is to spin the wheel. Who's going to be in charge of next week's Rise, ladies and gentlemen? It could be you. It could be anyone. Let's have a gander. As the wheel spins, we see who is in charge, ladies and gentlemen. It could very well be someone that was already a general manager. Could be Cold Boy again. Or it could be Eden Rose going back to the females. Eden Rose recently leaving Bullet Club is in charge of next week's Rise. From Bullet Club to former Bullet Club. That is going to be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you tomorrow, Friday Night Fury. And we'll see what goes down. Much of us always take care. And this is who we are. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Whee!